Hey! Nice flag, eh? Just put one there. So I'm outside the Taipei representative's office in London. There's also one in Edinburgh. And this here is the highest level of representation of the Republic of China or Taiwan's government here in the UK. The office is here to promote cultural, economic and political cooperation between the UK and Taiwan. So representative office is basically an embassy, and it was established in 1963. And it was originally called the Free China Office, but it changed its name in 1992 to the Taipei Representative Office. And unfortunately, this is not a real embassy because of the whole situation with China. China claims Taiwan as part of its own territory, which it isn't, by the way. Taiwan has never ever been a part of communist-ruled China, not even for 1 millisecond. But because of this whole dispute, Taiwan doesn't have its own embassy here in the UK, and it only has a representative's office. The UK doesn't officially diplomatically recognize Taiwan. They're not even allowed to have an embassy. But you want to know what's even worse than not being allowed to have your own embassy? Is that China have now put across plans to the British government and Tower Hamlets Council to build a new super embassy. Like their embassy right now isn't big enough. They want to build this massive super embassy. So let's go to that site and have a look at what they're planning to do. And I'm going to tell you why I think that it's a bad idea. A really bad idea. But first, I figured I'd go to the site of the current Chinese embassy just to show you all how ridiculous this proposal is, because they have more than enough room. Okay, so this is the current site for China's embassy, the People's Republic of China. And look, there it is right up there, that beautiful, beautiful communist flag there, just flying high on the skyline of London. It looks great, doesn't it? Maybe not. So, China, well, the People's Republic of China, acquired this embassy in 1950, just after they won that little revolution in 1949. You know, the time when they hid in the mountains, biding their time while the Republic of China took on the Japanese and suffered a lot. They waited until the Republic of China was absolutely exhausted before they seized their moment to attack and to take over the country, and they've been in power ever since. And this is their embassy right here in London. And look at it. They want a super embassy. They want to build a super embassy. Isn't that big enough? Look at it. It goes all the way back there. It is a huge building. And they want to build a super embassy. Have a look at this. Look. They've got these massive barricades right outside the front door. And they've even got their own security guard. There he is, just there having a cigarette. But yeah, they've actually got quite a big security presence here. This small embassy, well, I say small, but it's not that small, has these massive barricades outside. It has security guards working there. Yeah, and let's just walk around it. If it requires this sort of level of security for such a small embassy, there's some of the staff going in right now. Let's film them going in. See, look, they're going in. There's the staff of the embassy going in there. You see, they were in a hurry, weren't they? Oh, it's funny. Oh, actually, they've got 2 security guards. Look, you need 2 security guards outside the Chinese embassy. And not even inside, hanging around outside. Hi! Nice flag, eh? Okay, so I'm outside the site of the former Royal Mint, which the People's Republic of China purchased this building back in 2018 for £255 million. And look at the size of the place. It is huge. And this is where they want to build their super embassy. Look at how big it is compared to the building that they currently occupy. It is huge. And it is very secure. Look at how high that gate is just there. And look at how high the walls are that surround it. It is a huge, huge piece of land. And it's quite funny. It looks like somebody who doesn't like the CCP has already been here. Look, somebody from Hong Kong, a Hong Kong activist, has put one of their stickers on there. And yep, they've scraped it off. And look at the state of this gate. It is falling apart. It is not very well maintained. Naughty, naughty CCP spending 255 million on a place because you wanted it to be your new embassy, your new super embassy. And yeah, unfortunately, it looks like it might actually be built. In 2022, Tower Hamlets Council voted unanimously to reject plans for a new Chinese embassy on the site of the former Royal Mint. But in 2024, our Deputy Prime Minister, Angela No-Brainer Rayner, called in the planning application to her ministers to decide whether the plans for the new embassy could go ahead. So why do I think allowing China to open this new embassy is a bad idea? Well, allowing the establishment of a super embassy representing a government known for its human rights violations, authoritarian practices, and lack of transparency raises some significant concerns. The proximity of the building to key landmarks around central London poses a significant national security threat. The recent revelations about secret Chinese police stations operating unlawfully in the UK shows the CCP's willingness to flout British laws and infringe upon sovereignty. These secret police stations allegedly targeted, monitored, and harassed dissidents who have sought refuge here in the UK. The new super embassy could amplify this problem and expand the base of operations, which could endanger the safety of individuals critical of the CCP, myself included. Think about the hundreds of thousands of Hong Kongers that have fled from the oppression under the CCP's authoritarian rule. They sought sanctuary here in the UK, trusting in our values of freedom and the rule of law. Allowing the super embassy to be built could heighten their fear of surveillance and intimidation. Remember the incident outside the Manchester Chinese consulate? A Hong Kong protester was physically attacked in the consulate grounds just for legally protesting outside the building. A new super embassy will undermine Hong Kong's ability to live freely and without fear here in the UK. The establishment of a super embassy will also have a negative impact on the local residents in the Tower Hamlets area. It could disrupt local life through an increased security presence, public access to the area could possibly be restricted, and of course, the inevitable protests that will take place outside the embassy will disrupt life in the area. It's clear to me that the CCP are exploiting political change here in the UK with the new Labour government. In 2022, plans for the embassy were rejected under the Conservative government, reflecting widespread public concern and national interest. However, the CCP have resubmitted these plans, appearing to take advantage of a change in administration. This resubmission raises serious questions about whether the CCP is attempting to exploit perceived shifts in political priorities. British Prime Minister Starmer's meeting with Xi Jinping at the G20 in Brazil only emphasizes this point further. Although Starmer did question Xi on China's recent disturbing human rights track record, he also discussed the embassy plans with Xi Jinping, showing a keen interest from this Labour government to get this deal made, or at least get the ball in motion. And last but not least, and this is kind of personal, as I have already discussed in this video, the Republic of China, or as I like to call it, Taiwan, doesn't even have an embassy here in the UK, and China does. And now, they want an even bigger one? This seriously sends out the wrong message that here in the UK, we are willing to accommodate a government with an alarming track record on human rights abuses and give them a huge and prominent diplomatic footprint right here in London. And at the same time, we deny Taiwan the chance to officially represent themselves here. A country that has similar values to the UK regarding democracy and freedom is less important than a country with an awful human rights track record. Seriously, what is going on? I just had an idea. Let's go. Just put one there and one there. There we go. That looks so much better, doesn't it? Well, that's it for another one. I hope you enjoyed watching today's video. Please don't forget to give the video a like, comment on the video, and subscribe to the channel. Not enough of you who watch my videos are actually subscribed to the channel, so please go and hit that subscribe button, go and follow me on Instagram, check out my Patreon, do all of that cool stuff, and have yourselves an amazing day. See you all in the next video. Bye for now. Oh, and one more thing. Say no to China's super embassy.